think this is the first metal song I've ever heard where they were fucking it up on a damn squeeze box.
Accordion.
Yeah.
Welcome everyone to the midweek episode of the You Don't Have the Balls podcast, brought to you by YDHTB Entertainment.
LLC. Get it right.
Oh, now.
Who are you anyways?
No telling today.
We're fucking it all up. What's your name? I'm gonna go second. Who are you?
I just stick around and find out.
Well, I'm Joe. Let's stick around and find out.
If you don't know by now, you can quit listening.
Yep. So, here we are. Wednesday morning.
Halfway through your miserable fucking week.
Sapphire ever come back?
Oop. And heard shit from her. And to edit the last 2 episodes, and a couple of them were absolute fucking nightmares.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, she didn't cash her check either.
Was she even real?
No.
She wasn't?
Yes, she was real.
I know that, but I mean, was she actually who she said she was?
I don't know. Probably not. Usually that's how it goes. I don't think people are naming their kids fucking Sapphire.
Oh. I just thought it was one of those names of those people.
I mean, new age hippie folk.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that's what I thought.
So, she did spell it weird.
Mm-hmm. Was it with the YR?
No, it wasn't just with the YR. It was CYFFAYRE.
Cypher?
That's what I thought. She corrected me and said it's Sapphire.
Okay.
Either way, I don't know. We need a new producer again.
We'll have to...
I heard Robbie's going to be producing Scrub Golf.
God damn, Robbie.
He's a bandwagon jumper.
He is.
Look,
Damn it.
Billy Mack, don't hire him. You'll regret it.
I'm telling you.
You'll fucking regret it.
Dude's trouble. Left us in shambles.
You think it's all fun and games now? Wait till he walks in here smelling like 3 whorehouses with a fucking pegaboofer shoved out his fucking pants. Talking about, where's the party at, guys? Huh? It's in my pants, and you're all invited.
Because he's nasty.
He's a nasty motherfucker.
So, I do have a slight order of business that came follow-up from, it was actually from the Scrub Golf episode.
Yeah.
Was one of our listeners, let me read this here to you. Let me see. Yeah, he messaged me and asked me. Derek was wondering, he said, he put together that you work for a pest control company.
Sure.
Yeah. And he was wondering what it would cost to have you come out and treat his fairy garden for fire ants, because he said they had taken over and it was not fun anymore while he was playing in his fairy garden. So do you have any idea what that would cost Derek for that?
Well, Derek, if that's your real name, it would be $250 for a fire ant treatment.
Sounds like a deal to me. Will he be able to enjoy his fairy garden?
I hope so, because you know what? Fairy gardens are... they're awesome.
They're awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I can appreciate a man who is comfortable enough to say that he enjoys making a fairy garden with exotic plants.
So he did not ask that. Okay. But so I put that together, of course.
Okay.
Because I'm a talented motherfucker. But he did say, this is what he said to me. He's like, and he's one of our loyal listeners. He said, you know, it just kind of sounded to me like Joe didn't want to be called out on that. And I looked at him and I didn't skip a beat. And I said, I have told every one of our fucking listeners I don't have any fucking balls. I said, the least he can do is take a laugh over a fairy garden.
What? I'm not ashamed of my fairy garden. I just didn't think you were going to pull that one out of the many years of fucked up shit that I've done. Out of all the things you could have called me out for, like... You got me on the fairy garden.
I had forgotten all about it. It just
clearly you didn't forget good enough because it came up.
The shit just pops into my head.
It was good. That was off the cuff, and it caught me off guard because I had no clue you were fixing to throw that one out there.
I didn't either.
And I mean, the sheer fact that you literally almost fell out of your goddamn chair laughing about my fairy garden. Laughing hysterically about my fairy garden.
Made me lightheaded again.
You know what, dude? And what irritates me so much about that is that at the time, I really didn't have the money to put into it how much I wanted to do with my fairy garden. Now I do, but I don't have anywhere to really do my fairy garden.
Yeah. Get you. I got you.
Not anywhere that a dog won't shit on it.
Oh, man.
Thanks for bringing that sour
You're
memory
welcome.
up. Because
You're welcome.
I had gotten on Amazon back then, and I was like looking for the fairy gardens that had the solar panel on top, so that at night when
The whole damn town would light up.
yeah, my twinkly lights, because I had some of the wire LED lights in the trees, and they would glitter like in, it was like little fireflies and fairies floating around, and then their little houses would light up. And by the way, we need to clarify, yes, it is a fairy garden, but I called it a gnome garden.
Okay. I just remember the phone call.
You remember nothing.
But no, so on a serious note, what's going on with our gnomes?
They're still sitting in my shop, half painted.
Half painted.
Yep. I got mad at the little figure of mine because I was trying to figure out how to do the beard, so I just took the black paint, and I looked like I'm going off to war.
Just go Picasso on it, man.
He was talented. I'm not.
Isn't he the one that just like threw the paint at the motherfucker?
I don't know. No, he did like.
Yeah, I mean, they've all done some famous shit that I wouldn't pay a fucking.
You know what's
for.
funny about this? The whole thing with Pablo Picasso is people get fucked up. You know, he was in like the last 100 years.
Yeah, he was like the turn of the century, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I know that he was not as old as everybody seems to think.
Right.
They think he's like Michelangelo and Leonardo and Donatello and Raphael and totally.
And Shredder, my favorite, and Bebop, Rocksteady.
So Pablo Picasso was actually born in 1881 and died in 1973.
That motherfucker was old.
He was almost 100 years old.
Yeah, damn. Right on. And see, look, he looks like he just do it. Look at that. What is that? That thing has got, look at that picture. Yom cut Pablo Picasso wall art. She's got a penis growing out of her chin. Look at it.
There you go.
Look
with
at
penises again.
Do you not see?
I don't see a penis in that
What?
picture. I see a long neck. You see a penis.
All right. So look. So see the eyebrow there. See the eyebrow.
I see the eyebrow.
Okay, and then look up where that should be an eyebrow.
It looks like an uncircumcised penis
Thank you.
in your eyes.
No, it looks like a penis.
Preston,
What? It's a penis.
I can name random items and you would see penises in them. You have a penis fetish.
Not everything.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
You do.
I
Hey, have you ever smelled mothballs before?
have
How'd you get their little legs apart?
lifted up their penis.
Wow, that one was a good one.
But no, seriously. Come on now.
Yeah, all right, whatever. Anyway, so
Come on, I want to hear you.
we had an interesting conversation that I wanted to turn into a topic. At least I think all of our conversations are interesting. Atlanta doesn't, but we do.
They love us again.
Oh, do they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So tipping culture.
Tipping culture.
Mhm.
So I would like to consider myself a master of money math.
Yeah.
And I can't figure this shit out.
Okay.
How they're coming up with this.
We're going to
So-
call Zach in a minute, by the way, too. He is rearing and ready to go on
Man,
this.
sounds like this is pretty close to home for him, for sure.
Yeah, sure. I'm
Because
sure
he's
it
working
is.
in the restaurant industry.
For a very
All the
long
more
time.
reason for you to come down here and feed me, Zach. 'Cause I'm
Right.
so hungry.
So,
Starving.
but do you want to talk about the restaurant that you've sworn off because of this tipping, or do you want to wait until he's on here?
No, that's fine because, yes. So I have sworn off a particular, what I would call, it's a new restaurant, at least to our area.
No, you got to say the name of it. You can say the name of it. It's okay.
I don't want to say it. I really don't.
I'll just put it this way. The name of this place sounds like somewhere you would go in and everyone would be chewing with their mouths open.
It does. It does. And it's a chicken finger joint.
Yep.
Let's just say that. And I go in, I've eaten at this place probably a half dozen times. And this last time that I went in, I was paying, and of course paying with the card because I don't know what the fuck cash is. Or
Some places don't even take it anymore.
right, exactly, but I do. And
Yeah, you do.
and
No matter how aggravating it is to get that money, you take it.
so I'm paying, and I have held the line up for almost 5 minutes because I am trying to hit no tip on the keypad,
Mm-hmm.
and it keeps restarting the order. And the guy's like, okay, go ahead, you can start your order again. And I'm like, no, I'm clicking no. The only no on there is apparently cancel.
Huh.
So it did accept 1 penny.
Oh, shit.
And move forward from there. But I didn't like that, and I'm sure there probably was a way to say no tip, but it was not easy
Yeah.
because obviously after the fourth try, I'm like, okay, this is bullshit. And that just pissed me off even more.
So, but you're not having an old man technology moment with this, are you? It's not you're not doing
Motherfucker, don't you even bring that up.
Oh, I'm going to. You brought up the fairy
know
garden.
what you-
I'll bring this shit up.
I know what you're talking about.
Ah,
I'm a straight up
you're a savant. You're a
I'm a
savant. You really?
I'm
Okay.
a fucking Rain
Let's
Man
see how
here.
savant this is.
Oh,
Okay.
God damn it.
So the other night we were going to get together and record, and I decided that my stomach was upset and that it was just going to be back and forth to the bathroom. So I told him, I said, "Can we record tomorrow night?" I said, "My stomach's fucked up." He goes, "Yeah, that's fine. Good luck with your tummy. You had the Lord's chicken, didn't you?" I said, "No, even worse. I had Jorge's chicken." He said, queso pissing out of your assia. I said, "More like Mexican version of alien is going to pop out of my stomach." He responds with, he censored it. Oh, Jesus, you just made me lightheaded from laughing. He responds with alien gif. He said, "Wow, epic fail."
So
So I sent the actual gif of the alien. And I said, "Fucking hilarious, though." And I said, "That was old man phone tech master level." And then I responded, laughing emoji. And sent the laughing emoji. And he didn't respond. He shut me down for the rest of the night.
So in my defense, on an Android phone, when you go to search a GIF, the text box is on top and the GIF search queue is down at the bottom. And I put in aliens GIF and sent it back to you as opposed to putting it in the search.
The only thing I could see in my mind was him texting, going, "Aliens gift," and pressing send.
Oh, damn it. You got me. Oh, you got me.
Now I'm starting to wonder if the whole incident at the restaurant was because you just weren't pressing the right
It
fucking
may have
button.
been. That's what I'm saying. It may have been, but it was a lot harder than it should have been to decline
Jesus.
leaving a tip.
Fair.
For that.
But that brings us into the topic that we're going to talk about for a little while today. We got Zach coming on, so maybe he can keep us on course. But tipping culture.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to get Zach on the line. Let's get his opinion on this because I know for a fact that his missus is a server. So let's get him on.
Joseph White.
Hey, Zach, what's up, man?
Not much, man. Just enjoying a beautiful day in Michigan.
We hear birds chirping out there.
Oh yeah, dude. I got a robin's nest about 5 feet from me every year in this bush.
That's awesome, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, Zach lives in a very beautiful area of Michigan. He's right by Lake Michigan, right? You're not too far from
That is
it.
correct.
Awesome.
Less than a mile.
He's also got some. Is your glamping thing still going?
Yeah, it's in the back, out back in the back 40. There's 25 tents and 5 cabins going up.
Yeah, he's
Nice.
got it going on.
So you
out
got
there.
you got a little business going on there, right, Zach?
Well, I basically live in the house. I caretook for this property for
Okay.
years,
Okay.
and I bought the house up front, and then someone else bought the house out back, and they have the glamping business. But
Okay.
I do a lot of stuff back there,
Awesome.
construction and managing and stuff like that. But I'm stepping away from that a little bit because I'm selling my house. So.
Oh wow,
Okay.
where are you headed to? You still
Yeah.
staying in Michigan or what?
Oh yeah, hell yeah! You couldn't get me to leave this state for nothing.
Well,
So,
I know that you talked about one point possibly something in Chicago, right?
yeah, that was because I had clients that had a big house that they were turning into an Airbnb right on Lake Michigan, just on the other side, basically. So, but it was in downtown, like not even downtown. It was uptown. It was in Gold Coast, where all the rich folks live. So.
Didn't you say that building in particular was in a movie, correct? Didn't you say?
Yes, it was. It was. I forget the movie, but it's basically they're driving down the street in Chicago, and it's because it's Lakeshore Drive, and this house that I would have been living at it's 1516 Lakeshore Drive, it's right next to the Polish consulate and next to Lincoln Park,
Yeah.
facing Lake Michigan.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was
Okay.
cool. So you know why
It's
we called?
beautiful.
I've already clued you in,
Yeah,
and we're
and I
go ahead.
like I said, I started doing some research, and I'm more disgusted than I was before. So.
Oh wow.
Okay. So let's
you pulled the string on my motor.
so let's take it back a little bit and just and plug the topic. So this is about tipping, the tipping culture, correct? The gratuities.
Yes.
Gratuities.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, and Zach, give us a little bit of your background. We know you've been in the restaurant business and everything. So
Yeah, I've been in all sorts of different restaurant type businesses. From cooking in a fancy hotel to running a coffee shop where tipping is basically standard.
Mhm.
And a Starbucks type home mom and pop place here in Michigan on the lake, and so running that place, you see exactly how the owners try to pay as little as they can and just rely on the tipping
okay.
to basically cover a lot of your wages. But here's an interesting thing I just looked up: is in Michigan and a lot of states, they've raised the server wages, because server wages, they don't get minimum wage.
No, they don't. It's way
Server's
below.
wage in server's wage in Michigan is $5.13.
Ooh.
In Georgia, it's less than $3.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
2 1/4, something like that.
So if you back in the day when I was waiting tables and cooking, and you'd get your check at the end of the week for waiting tables,
Yeah.
and it was just a few bucks,
Yeah.
literally $5-10, because it's all getting eaten up with taxes through all your claimed tips.
Correct.
So a lot of people don't try to claim their tips, and this whole nonsense about no tip on tax, or no tax on tip thing.
Yeah.
It's only to a certain amount. So once you make more than that amount, that doesn't exist on that percent.
Yes. You
So,
very familiar with that.
So
It is.
just to draw the line to know where we both stand, servers absolutely tip. Okay,
Yes.
that's what they're there to do. They know going into their job that their job is to provide for the customer, the consumer, and to get tipped. I mean, that's really what they're working for. It's almost like working for nothing but commission. And so 100% support that. And I think that people who are douche tippers, they suck. I'm sorry. It's, these people are out here knowing that they're in an industry where they're never going to make a killing anyways.
Mhm.
And so God, just,
Subway.
help them out. Yeah. But now, yes. And that's what we're going to talk about. So the other side of it is, it seems like everywhere you go now in any kind of food industry, especially fast food, when you go to pay, there is now a how much tip do you want to give the kid who literally just took your order and handed you a bag?
I saw one where I went to a concert, paid for a T-shirt. He turned around, grabbed my T-shirt, handed me the credit card thing. I tapped to pay, and it said, "How much would you like to tip?" I said, "You just handed me a shirt, motherfucker." What?
Right. Right. Probably a $40 shirt or better. Yeah.
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 So I was just curious,
So-
are you seeing that a lot up in Michigan now too?
Oh, absolutely. It's everywhere. But I think it's just another way to pay people less.
Mhm.
Because if you work at Subway and nobody tips, but you get $30 a month in tips. I just looked this up too. If you make $30 a month in tips, they can pay you that server wage instead of paying you
Wow.
minimum wage.
So there's a catch. There's a catch to it, basically.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They're trying to get you to pay a little bit in tips so they can pay less overall.
So that is absolutely fucked up. Yeah,
so
that's
so
fucked
that
up.
So
honestly tells me
in
that I'm
Michigan,
yeah, holy shit. Go ahead.
in Michigan, if you're paying your server wage, which is 13 or 15, I forget, I could look, but and you don't have anybody, it's a snowstorm outside, and you sat there and you served nobody today.
Yeah.
The owner is responsible for making up your wage to I don't even know if it's like $15, $16 in Georgia. It's like $7.
Jesus.
Mm.
Yeah.
So if you're at a Waffle House and a hurricane comes and you're not making any tips, they only have to make it up to $7 an hour
Oh damn.
minimum wage.
So Zach,
So it's just a way to pay people less money.
Yeah, exactly.
Zach, you can completely disagree with me on this if you would like to, but I just wanted to see what you think about my tipping culture myself. I would like to consider myself a generous tipper on basically I don't have to get above and beyond service somewhere at a restaurant. I just have to get adequate service. And you're going to get 20% of the bill. That's just what I'm going to do. Now, if I feel like you go even above and beyond that, you're going to get, you're probably going to get more. It's not going to be, I'm not loaded. It's not going to be, you're not going to 50%, but I'm going to try to do, 25 or better, but with the fast food, tipping, I feel like that I'm just like, man, it would be different if every other time I came here, my order wasn't messed up or food had been sitting out a little too long.
I did pay $20 for a combo at Arby's.
You're absolutely right, man. Absolutely right. We had an experience, last weekend at a restaurant we've eaten at here that it's a chain, but this is more of a sit down chain. We really, really like it. We just had a bad experience. They were really busy. Food came out, looked like it had been sitting forever. Our server was awesome. It did not affect my tip as far as what she got.
Right.
I will think a little while before I go back to there and maybe try to give them.
I'll break something down to you.
Okay.
If your food sat in the window too long,
Mm-hmm.
there's a expediter who is supposed to take the tickets, put the order together, and buzz the server, make sure that food goes out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if there's a food runner, they're the person that's going to take the tray, take it out to the table. Then they open up the little tray stand, and we do what we call auction off your food. Who had this? Who had that? Now, a good service place, your server's going to be bringing your food, and she knows who ordered what, and she doesn't have to auction off your food. But at the end of the day, the server has to tip out the busser, the expo, the food runner, the bartender, and sometimes the kitchen.
Oh wow.
So a lot of times the server's not getting all of your tips.
Okay.
At the end of the day, they're going to take it. They're going to take their total sales for the day. They're going to, okay, I need 15% of your total sales to tip out server, the HBR, hostess, buses, runners.
Wow.
Why?
So,
Why do they do that? So they can pay people less money.
So it still all boils down to if we can get them to tip, we don't have to pay them.
Yep. I
Wow.
personally,
Okay.
I would love to go to more like a system they have in Europe. Include the tip in the prices. The prices are a little bit more, but if
Mhm.
I give you excellent above and beyond service, and you're like, man, they were awesome. Here's $5, but I want to know that $5 goes to the person that did the damn work, and not the host or the food runner who let my food sit in the window until it's dog shit.
That's
Jeez.
fair. That's
So-
fair.
Because how was tip? Like you said, you give me decent service, I'm going to give you 20%.
Yep.
See, usually if you give me terrible service, I should be able to give you 5% and
Mhm.
tell you that you sucked.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like,
So
one
if
of the
every-
things,
So if the owner just paid people more money and did away with the damn tipping,
Yeah.
because
So
it would make a whole lot more sense.
that does make a lot of sense. And what's her name? Sandals has that.
Really.
And I talked to some of the guys there when we stayed at one of their resorts, and they said, we really wish they would allow tipping. And I'm like, no, you don't understand how big that can be. But also, you can't pay them bullshit wage. It should be like any other job. If you perform, if you meet a certain set of criteria, you should get paid X amount of dollars, and you should keep increasing.
Correct.
You shouldn't keep making the same amount and have to go off of the mood of whatever your clientele is.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yep.
Oh.
And see, I did exactly that when I was working at the Ritz-Carlton, because to retain people, you got a cost of living increase every year. You got a bump in pay every year. You got a bump in your vacation time that you could cash in if you wanted to every year. That's
Jeez.
amazing. You're
Yeah.
hooking me up, and people that are working there are getting tips, but they would also pool the tips a little bit and pay the other people that are helping keeping things moving.
Okay.
But-
Okay. That's people
was
helping
more-
people. Yeah.
And I just think that every industry is looking for a way to pay people the least because they want to be making the most.
So it does kind of make me feel better now hearing you say that, knowing that whenever I had good service and I went up to the server and just straight up handed them $20, $30 cash, like they got to keep that, right? They didn't have to report it.
Yeah. Yep, and cash is king. When you're tipping, tip cash. Don't tip it on your card.
Yeah.
A lot of times they don't get it that night. Some restaurants, they don't carry a bank, so then you don't get that money until it comes on your check.
And then it gets taxed to death and back.
Holy
And
hell.
then it gets taxed to death and back. So
So
if you do it on a credit card, same,
so
same.
so Zach, let's completely agree with that, and you answered a ton of questions for us, dude. Let's lighten the mood up a little bit. What's some did you ever have a little bit of a slight revenge on someone that was just a bad patron in general, or
What was your waiting moment?
Yeah, what was your just waiting?
So I'll be honest with you. A lot of people talk that kind of shit, like, "Oh, what did you do to somebody's food?" I never fucked with nobody's food.
That's awesome, man. No, that's awesome.
I never
That's
did
awesome.
that. But I definitely would short people. You're going to pay a dumb tax. If you're not paying attention, I'm just going to, and you're talking to somebody, I'm throwing all your money in the tip jar. And
Nice.
Well, there you go.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
But
Okay.
I've had tables that didn't get things that they thought they were about to get, or got charged for things,
Yeah.
But I couldn't.
Hey, well, I got you, so I don't have to make another phone call. You want to play a game?
But I could tell you a quick story.
Yeah, tell me the story, and then I want to see if you want to play this game, because you'll win a hat if you do it.
Quick story. a friend of mine was a manager at Applebee's, not far from where you gentlemen are, and someone sent their steak back a few times, and the person was pissed off and did something to their steak, and the woman had already finished the rest of her food, so she took it home, and she got home and ate the rest of her steak, and then was very, very violently ill and was rushed to the hospital, and she was having reaction to penicillin.
Oh shit!
She was like, I didn't take any penicillin. I am completely healthy, and I know I'm allergic to penicillin. Oh, the guy who had been taking penicillin in the kitchen had pissed on her steak.
Ooh.
And because she had steak left over, and she could prove it, and he went to jail.
I bet.
Shit!
Yeah, that's
Wow.
damn. Yeah. So there's our waiting moment vicariously. Yeah. Yeah. I just, I'm more of a just won't go back kind of guy. If it wasn't right,
Yep.
I just won't go back.
Yep.
Damn.
Nope.
All right, so I got a game for you. If you do this and you win, you get a hat, and you can pick if you want. You don't have the Balls hat, which I'm sure is probably what you're going to want, or one of the Scrub Golf guys hats. You could do that one.
You plug him. It's like you're just urging him. Yeah, let him choose.
Awesome
he gets to choose.
Here in the Scrub Golf guys, it was awesome, man. I was wearing my Augusta hat all day listening to that podcast.
Oh wow! Well, there you go.
Yeah,
Hey, they're going to be starting.
I might have to send them $25 just for that, because.
Hey, look, man, we're trying to get other people out there and get them going and get them supported too. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So all right, so the name you'll know this game because it was used before. It's Dead or Alive. Okay. You have 5 celebrities, and you have 5 seconds to answer whether they're dead or alive. If you get all 5 right, you get the hat.
All right.
All right, you ready?
Okay. Good.
And we're going to count down 3, 2, 1. Kobe Bryant.
Dead.
Okay. Willie Nelson.
Alive.
Danny DeVito.
Alive.
Prince.
Dead.
Richard Simmons.
Dead.
Oh my God, he got it.
Yes, awesome.
You got it.
That got it, man.
Yes,
He
sir.
didn't hesitate either.
Nope.
No.
Congratulations, man. Just let me know which one you want. And obviously, I need your mailing address. I got to get with Steve-O from Scrub Golf and get him to make the hat. And as soon as it's produced, it'll be sent to you.
And we'll include you some pristine stickers in there. Too.
How's Ted Turner?
Yeah, well, I mean, you already won. You can keep naming them
Yeah.
if you want, but you already
How
won.
are you? Is Ted Turner alive?
Ted Turner's dead. But I also thought he died like 20 years ago. So
Yeah,
I made
maybe.
his birthday cake one year when I worked at the Ritz.
really,
Oh, nice, man. Nice.
Yep. I cooked for a bunch of presidents. I cooked for all kinds of folks.
yeah. Zach's got some really good stories about the server stuff that or not server. It was when he was a chef, and he's slung some food around for some pretty famous folks.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Yeah.
so hungry. Needs that to come out here. and
Yeah.
feed me.
What about that? Did you hear our proposition?
What's that?
To Preston said if you can make it down here, then he'll put you up in his house for a couple days, and we'll have you live on the podcast. The only thing is you got to cook for him.
Yeah.
Right on. Hey, my brother lives in Athens. I can come see my nephew. Shoot.
Yeah.
There you
Look,
go.
seriously, let us know next time you're
anytime,
traveling this way. Please hit me up, and just aside from the fact that I want to see you and hang out with you again because I miss you.
I will make you my creme brulee. You will not forget it.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
And I will eat your creme brulee.
I don't even know what goes in a creme brulee, but he made it sound delicious when he said it.
I don't either, but I'm on numb.
So yeah, no, we definitely want to get you back down and get you on, live on the air with us. And aside from now, like this is cool, and I'm glad
Well,
that
if you guys
we
ever
can do it
come
this
up
way.
north, and you ever come up north, you want to sit by the lake, and Michigan's a legal state. You come here, man, you eat some of that bomba fire. That's no bomba clock.
Right. So, but we really, really appreciate you being on the episode with us today, man. Thank you so much for taking the call. And
Absolutely.
as soon as I can get the
Love
hat,
show.
I'll get
I
it.
listen to you guys all the time.
All right, brother. Well,
Thanks,
hell,
dude.
have a good rest of your weekend, and we will catch up with you soon.
Everybody hit him up on Facebook. Comment on the episode.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. See you, man.
Keep pimping it. We got some stickers we're going to send you so you can litter some bathrooms too.
Woo! Guerrilla marketing.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you later.
Later.
All right, see you. It's always fun to have him on.
Absolutely.
I seriously, I said it before in jest, but I was kind of quasi serious. If he did live here, he would be more involved with the podcast.
Yeah,
because he's got a business mindset, and he would be the one that would put his nose to the grindstone for us to get it
which he's already helping us.
Oh God, yeah. Like we have several different listeners in Michigan now because of him.
I'm surprised they even let my voice on the air there.
Nah, well, you know, your voice is, because you know what happens when your voice hits the air is all these panties start falling off.
That is not the case. Look at that wiener on that face right there. From
Jesus, here we go back to the dicks.
I'm telling you, no,
dicks.
That is a wiener.
Dicks. Preston sees dicks.
Wiener. Wiener.
What is my can shaped like?
A can?
Okay, sure. Do you see a penis on the bull?
No.
You sure?
No, but I see one right there in this Picasso picture.
Well, okay. Somebody said that if you analyze the Red Bull that you can actually see a penis and balls as a set of the legs.
And that wasn't me that said that, so I don't think I'm the one with the penis problem.
Well, I'm sure there's lots of people have the penis fetish. What was that movie with Jonah Hill where he's talking about he was obsessed with dicks and he drew them all over everything? It was, what you call it? McLovin. Super bad. Super bad. He was obsessed with penises.
That's not. But that's clearly what that.
Do you doodle dicks? I know you draw dicks when you sign your name.
I do, but I just started that.
So you never just sat there and doodled wieners?
Nope.
Okay, I was gonna say
never doodled a wiener in my life.
Never diddled or doodled.
Nope.
Yeah. So fucking stupid. Oh God.
I did not doodle that wiener.
No.
But no, that was awesome. So I think he shares the frustration with the tipping in the fast food industry and everything too.
Oh, God, yes.
But yeah, he's right. I mean, these people, these workers, you can't pay them $3 and $4 and $5 and $6 an hour. You can't do that. You can't do it. And they do need to get paid. I don't know how you do the whole $15 an hour.
That's
thing,
fucked up. That's so fucked up.
I don't know. I don't have any answers for it. All I know is I am of the mindset that if the food is good, I don't mind paying for it.
Right.
I just won't do it as often.
Well, the thing that I don't like is I don't like the fact that people go out and you're going to a restaurant, you're going to sit down and have a server take care of you. Mm-hmm. And you decide that the best way to handle that part of your night is to tip them $5. Tip them $10. Some people, I get it, they can't really go overboard on the tipping. Mm-hmm. But if I'm going into a restaurant where I have to sit, I'm not even going to say a nice restaurant, a restaurant where I have to sit, and this guy or girl, whoever, doesn't matter the gender, is doing their job. They're staying on top of everything. They're, drinks never hit the slurpy glass sound era of the drink. Then I'm going to tip them at least $20. Now, I have a number that I do. I don't do the percentage. I just I'm going to do at least $20. That's fair to me. $20 for 30 minutes of work is a good work. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where I'll start is at $20. Now, have I gone in before when I had when I won the money from the bowling thing? And you were with me when that happened years ago when I won the $10,000.
Right.
When it was
I remember
2007.
That. Okay.
And we went to some restaurant. I can't remember where it was we went, but I tipped the girl $100. Just because I wanted to be that guy that made somebody's day.
Yeah.
Because I was overjoyed with the fact that I'd won that money.
Mm-hmm.
So, and again, it goes back to what we talked about on the last episode is I'm serious. If I ever won the lottery, I would do everything in my power to help as many people as possible.
I have to honestly say, I think that this topic just hit something with me because it just struck a nerve, because I had thought about something the other day when I was tipping our server at that particular restaurant, that I wasn't pleased at all with the food because it was nowhere near like what we had before. But like I said, our service was fine.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't punish her for that because she didn't cook the food.
Right.
You know. But it also, at the same time, it just made me not want to go out anywhere.
Well, I mean, and that
So
all comes in with being agoraphobic and not wanting to go anywhere anyways.
Well, no, but that's the same thing with why I don't want to go through a McDonald's drive-through anymore, because it's not the same.
I don't want to
food
go through a
had
McDonald's
growing up.
drive-through because I hate McDonald's.
Or Wendy's, because I don't want $15.
Wendy's makes a better hamburger.
They do make a better hamburger, but nobody can find a tomato that's a fucking tomato anymore. They're all yellow or white. So it's that type of thing that.
Is that why you got
I just won't do it.
30 tomatoes sitting down in your kitchen right now?
No, those are little small tomatoes for a damn salad for our dinner.
Oh, okay. I
Don't
got
be
you.
salad judging me.
I'm not salad judging you.
Kind of seems like it.
No, it's kind of like judging somebody for having a fairy garden.
There was no judging there. That is gay.
Oh, hell.
Not that there's anything wrong with being gay. I'm just saying that it was gay.
Well, it's fine.
So
It is what it is. But anyways, one of the other things that I scrolled back because I know there was stuff that I was like, oh yeah, we got to remember to talk about. Was God, I know you made me lose it. Thanks. Where are you at? Oh yes, we have a date for August 20th.
you gonna pick me up,
Yeah, sure. Why not? Probably not. You'll have to drive, but I'll
motherfucker?
I'll be a passenger princess.
You can fucking drive my truck
I'll drive
because
your
you
truck.
won't be
Then.
drinking.
I'll drive your truck.
The only way I'm gonna be able to tolerate that is gonna be if I get my little drink on.
We're gonna do the VIP experience at Crossing Over with John Edward.
Did you see how much that shit was?
Don't
What
care.
the
We got told.
fuck,
We
dude?
got told we're going. So I put it to vote on the website, and
I know.
had a
I
bunch of
know.
people say yes, absolutely, go do it. Figure out a way to record him. You know, I'm completely down with that. Robbie Huff had the greatest response. He said that psychic mediums don't like cross dressers, so we're already fucked.
Damn you, Robbie.
But yeah, let's go do that. That'd be fun.
Yep.
Going back to, I've been watching The Unexplained, that show with James Tiberius Kirk, and the episode that we watched the other night was about life after death, and it was so fucking crazy. It was like, yes, we're in the vein of something cool, because one of the things that they talked about was people who got the organ transplants and then started to act like the person they got the organ transplant from.
Mhm.
So there's actually science behind it.
Mhm.
There
Yeah.
is, because what they're saying is, and we didn't have these answers at the time until I watched this, and I still don't have all the answers, but there's a sponsor. They talked about how your brain and your body parts, just your other organs can learn just like your brain does. It has the DNA and capability to do that. And so when you take and remove a heart from someone, their DNA is going to be in it. And when you put it in someone else, that DNA is going to intertwine with your DNA, and it's going to make baby DNAs, and then the DNAs are going to be all intermingled. And then all of a sudden you're a phenomenal artist and you don't know how that happened.
So what do them DNAs do?
They DNA each other.
They fuck, don't they?
Yeah.
They do. They
Yeah.
scissor and shit.
Yep. But so here, we'll talk about, I'll go around the DNA rabbit hole in a second. They get to fucking. But so the other thing that happened was there was a guy, he was a neurosurgeon, and he got meningitis. And he said that his brain's starting to shut down. His body actually shut completely down, somehow resuscitated, and he survives. But the thing that he talks about that happened was he saw this spiraling light that he was heading towards. He said, and then when it stopped, he was in like this beautiful field, and there was like all this, and he said, I felt so at peace. Like I felt like I was, and he said, I felt like my physical body was there. And he said, up until this point, he said, I was true blue science. There is no scientific evidence of an afterlife. There's no scientific proof of it. He said, but that changed my entire belief system on it. He said, I'm not saying I go, identify with any certain religion. He said, but I do now understand that we have a spirit and we have a soul. And so I wanted to see, we've had this conversation before, and I would love some interaction from the podcast audience on this. But what do you believe happens when you go? Do you believe there is something, or do you just go into a dark void? What do you think?
Asked me this like 7 times.
I know. I want to know again.
So yeah, fuck it. I don't know.
That's fair.
I really don't know. I think it's one of two things.
Yeah.
I think I turn off and don't have to and don't have to worry nor feel any pain or anything again.
Yeah.
Okay. Or my energy / soul / being moves on to another phase of existence.
Kind of like Gandalf. Death is not the end.
As to which I don't know what that would be, but I can also see plenty of potential for error there as well.
No, fair.
So yeah, I don't know. I wish, I've spent some time lately, really thinking about that. And, unfortunately, I think I had mentioned to you that I had watched a few things on YouTube.
Of course.
Imagine that.
Of course.
That had just had made me think, oh, that's why I feel that way. I was like, now that supports the way that I feel.
Yeah.
And even though this shit's just, generated opinions by, being only knows who.
Right.
AI, whether it be AI or not. Like last night I watched, are you familiar with The Third Man?
No.
So it's kind of along the...
What channel is it on?
It's not a channel. It's an idea.
Oh.
It's an idea, Third Man.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about like 2.5 Men, Third Man.
No. When
Third Rock from the Sun.
In near death, or near death or severely dangerous situations, people tend to see an alternative, an extra being outside of their self.
Okay.
Kind of,
Yeah.
And to where that they have done some studies to where that they're like, it's after you've given up,
Mm-hmm.
it's your brain projecting this and preserving. Like basically, it's it taking over, trying
is
to
this like its
help you.
last gasp attempt?
Yeah.
Wow.
So things like that, and that could be interpreted in different ways and shit like that.
You know what I would like to have happen on my, besides the fact that I want 10 hits of acid when I know I'm fixing to go, because I want to trip balls on the way out of here. I want somebody to set up like a full spectrum camera, a fucking every spectrometer, everything that they do when they're doing a ghost hunt in the room with me when I'm fixing to die. I'm fixing to die.
See if anything moves away.
Yep. Exactly.
You better start talking to kids about that because they're going to be around to do it.
Well, that's fair. But, somebody's going to have to be my my champion of my LSD when it's my time to go. So just right now it's assigned to you.
Oh, God.
But in that case, if it doesn't happen, then you need to find somebody. I got to find somebody. Maybe my oldest son will do it.
There you go.
But the DNA rabbit hole, we were talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
So CRISPR, we've talked about this before, where they're using it for research technology. Did you know that there is in NASA, they are starting to do genetic modifications to humans so that they can survive on other planets?
I did not know that.
Yep. They are actually rewriting their DNA to where certain things will not kill them immediately.
Huh.
So, like, on Mars, okay, the atmosphere is carbon dioxide, right?
Mhm.
So if you took your mask off, you're dead. You can't breathe.
Well, aren't there? Well, no, probably not. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So they're trying to genetically alter the DNA of these people so that when they go to the red planet, that if something were to happen, then they would not immediately expire from exposure to carbon dioxide. So
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yep.
and then here's something to think about, just because it's a neat concept. If you were to take planet Earth and remove every single tree from it, what would the atmosphere be?
I assume it'd probably be like Mars or the Moon.
Correct.
I would assume
it would be carbon dioxide.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
because the trees do that, right?
The trees suck up the carbon dioxide and they expel oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what if you were to say take, I don't know, some fertile soil and a bunch of plants and some water and throw that shit on Mars? What do you think would happen? You think you'd get the Genesis effect?
I don't know, man. Matt Damon uses doo-doos to grow some potatoes and ate some doo-doo taters, and he survived that whole movie.
Well, it's a movie. I'm serious. Like, I really thought about that. Like, what if they're trying to unlock, okay, Mars, the big secrets, whatever, trying to get it where people can go on it. What if you did that? What if you did go out and you found a way to get the plants to root soil or to find some soil to root the plants to root into? How rapidly would they fucking grow? Because their abundant food source is photosynthesis and carbon dioxide.
Yeah. Well, aren't they technically? We're third rock from the sun.
They're the fourth.
Okay, so they're further.
Yeah.
They're further away.
They're further away.
Yeah.
But if you were able to generate trees, then you could possibly get the atmosphere livable. So it brings me to my next thought.
Okay.
What if in 10,000 years, they're on Mars looking at a dead, dormant Earth, trying to figure it out?
Right, or who's to say that
That Mars
it wasn't
right.
that before?
Maybe that's where all the secrets that we don't know anything about, or we don't know anything about the secrets. I'm talking about the secrets that they can't discover. Okay,
Yeah.
from Earth's history, are actually because they're not on Earth; it's on Mars. You
True.
get what I'm saying? Just
True.
something to think
Yeah.
about. I wanted to do a thinking episode. It ain't got to all be ha and funny.
There was nothing funny about this
No,
episode.
no, there was nothing funny about this episode, but that's okay.
And we didn't even touch the gigantic elephant in the room.
Are you referring to my fairy garden, or the fact that you think that you
No.
can yell names of gifts and your phone automatically does them? What's the elephant in the room? You're a dick.
So we were talking about the government
Yeah.
releasing
Oh
UAP
my God, I
files.
forgot
and
all
we
about
went
it.
yeah, I know you did.
Yeah, I sure did. Oh, fucking A.
no.
I know I went looking back for something in the messages. You said to type in UAP what?
UAP release.
Here we go.
And then I told you to go to the
Department of War.
the DOW website where you can actually get the PDFs. Like, you don't even have to download them.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to let you take over on this one. Go ahead.
are you?
Yeah.
Can I get some soapbox music, please?
Sure. What you want? Slayer? Slayer.
Yeah, but give me Raining. Let me have Raining.
You want
this time.
Raining Blood?
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Preston Soapbox, brought to you by Chiquita Bananas. Be a gentleman. Eat your banana sideways.
to take a minute because I'm a little upset about this shit.
Without further ado, Preston Sampson.
So let me tell y'all what's up. So I'm sure some of you guys are a little, probably not into this, but you'd have to admit you were curious. So they have released a few files, government files.
120.
Yeah, okay. It's supposed to be a revolving thing to where they're going to grow it like a reality show, because there's nothing going on in Iran.
No.
That's why I think they're doing this. But so they are, and you can go on the DOW website and look at every one of them that they released. And this that's what I thought was crazy. I was like, literally, I can click to download, and my computer doesn't even say like, oh, I think it's this could be, or do you trust this site? No, it's the Department of War site. So, not that you should trust it, but so I spent an immense amount of time last night after this because I was extremely excited about this.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm glad you're pulling up some of these. So, I went through a bunch of them and thought to myself, what the fuck do you think I'm a fucking idiot because you're telling me...
That was a booger on the screen. Sorry.
No, I'm going, yeah. You're telling me that a $50 million fighter jet has a camera that takes a picture of a UAP
Like that?
like that. You can fucking suck my fucking ass because I don't see anything there but fuzz in front of fucking crosshairs.
Yeah, why can't we get some
Pixelated
HDR fucking cameras?
Is that not bullshit? Are you telling me that $50 million jet has a camera that fucking shit? Now, that's a good one, isn't it? What does that look like? Looks like something you put in your butt.
Yeah.
That's what that looks like.
It looks like a butt plug.
It looks
going
like
in
the
a
shine.
butthole.
So your butthole's the shine. When you open your butthole, it produces light, and then the peel goes in. That's what it does. That's what that looks like.
So this is from September 2023.
That one looks like fucking horse. That one looks doctored.
It says actual site photo with FBI lab rendered graphic overlay depicting corroborating eyewitness reports from September 2023 of an apparent ellipsoid bronze metallic object materializing out of a bright light in the sky, 130 to 195 feet in length, and disappearing instantaneously.
Does anything? Oh, look at this one. This one's great. Look at that. Do you see them? Do you see them over there?
Yeah.
You see them? You know what I think that is?
What?
A penis. It's a constellation building a penis. That's
Up here
what that is.
in the
Yes.
box?
Yeah.
So
That's what they released.
So this is archival imagery
Okay.
from the Apollo 17 mission on the moon.
Okay, so so they were right there close to the moon.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What is this? What is this right here?
It looks like somebody threw a cigar out of their fucking airplane.
Does any of this, if you saw this picture without any of this in this context, what would you be looking at? Oh, look at that. Oh, there's some lint going across the camera there. Oh, okay. All right. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I mean,
Do you not see where you see where I'm going? I know you.
it's
do.
bullshit.
It's bullshit.
You think it's a bunch of bullshit.
This
It's a fucking, it's a red herring. It's another distraction from what's going on. And it's obviously successful because how long did you spend time on it? Because I know it was longer than 30 seconds.
About an hour. Honestly, I kept flipping through them.
Okay,
about
so
an hour.
that's an hour of your life that you spent worrying about these potential UFOs over everything else. Now, take you and multiply you by every other fucking person that found a whiff of this coming out.
Yeah.
And they spent more time, I guarantee you, because they wanted to look for something concrete.
Yeah, because you want to.
Yeah.
But is this not? So my wife asked me a serious question about it when I told her, because I was kind of excited about this, because it's no secret
Sure.
that we're a little bit nerdy on this stuff. And she said, well, what do you think? What do you? She's like, well, what would it take for you? And I said, well, for them to release the Area 51 footage, okay,
Right.
with the body,
Yeah.
and for them to come out and say that is
I want
real.
them to do that, but I also want them to do the Philadelphia experiment.
Okay, yeah, and that's another good one. But so do that, and then I just automatically assume that all this shit that all these specs I can't make out or something.
Yeah. So if you're not familiar with the Philadelphia experiment, that was a military grade experiment that they did in World War II, where they were trying to figure out cloaking. It was trying to figure out cloaking, and they figured out. And I've talked about this before. If you change the plane of vibration on an object, it does weird things. Okay. So they took this entire ship, the USS Philadelphia, and they did this test where they somehow managed to warp the vibration around it. And the outcome from it was that it blinked out of existence and came back. And when it came back, the crew was fused to the ship. So
Yep.
that's the rumor.
Right.
That's
release that.
Release that if that. But
And-
see, the thing is, they said that all the evidence was destroyed, and all that remained of it was word of mouth from the scientists that were involved in it.
So my question to you would be, why now?
I got a better question. Why release this after we just had a conversation about 12 scientists going missing
Right.
or dying?
Yeah.
You know, we had a 12th. There was a 12th one.
Yeah.
He was an aerodynamic, something like that. He's something with aerospace.
Mm-hmm.
He and his entire family perished on a plane crash.
Hmm.
Thanks for that one, Brewer. He sent me that.
So with all of this, I have to sit here and say that I have never been more disappointed, and also with the fact that they are selling this as it's going to be a revolving release. So everybody's going to say, oh, well, there's not going to be, they just started with the weakest ones first. No, you know what? I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done already, because you had a pretty big opportunity if you declassified all that shit. And we can, us as the human race now more than ever, we can process a shit ton of, and see, look at the way they made it look. And I thought about this too. Well, guys, if you're curious, go on
The war.gov, and there will be a site that says UFO.
and look at it. It looks like it will look like the screen from any 1980s
sci-fi
movie when they're on their computer. It will. It looks just. Look at that. Look at that. That's from Red. You remember Red? Retired, Extremely Dangerous with Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
that is exact. Is that not it? Is that not it exactly?
Yeah.
So I mean, y'all can kiss my fucking ass.
This one's from 1966.
I don't believe a fucking thing.
You don't think any of this is real? Look at this. This page is completely fucking wiped out. Yeah, you guys go check this
Hoover.
out. Flying saucers.
Yep.
And then handwritten notes. We've got another page that's literally nothing. And then a fucking AFSCA's Flying Saucer Club of America convention in Reno, July 8th, 9th, and 10th in 1966.
Yeah, movies, slides, exhibits. Entry was $2. So this was something that was going on in Reno, Nevada. It's a flyer for that, and it's all stuff and this that was J. Edgar Hoover up top. So this was FBI release.
Yeah.
And they were doing it from different, but this is just, I mean, either the movies were taking it right out of the unclassified shit, or And isn't it funny though? I will ask all of
But
you.
look at all these pictures. Like this is what kind of makes me giggle. Is they all look the same. They all look. But you know, there was the whole thing in the 60s that they believed that Martians were on Mars. They thought that.
I thought that was just a movie, but
No,
know
they
thought that.
absolutely came out and was like, there are Martians on Mars and they're coming to invade us. And fucking, that's where all this came from. That looks like two of the fucking the straw hats that Asian people wear stuck together with a metal band, and somebody threw it in the fucking air and took a picture of it. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, these look terrible.
But see,
Those
and
look
that's
like
kind of
two.
funny. It's like, oh, they evolved over time because it went from looking like that to now it looks like fucking flying penises and Tic Tacs. There, you got me saying it now too.
But and you're right. So and they progressed at the same level that we did. I mean, and I have said that, and I do believe that something happened for us to jump as fast as we did.
I agree with that, but it's not what they're. This not
No,
what this is.
I don't think any of this is what we've been fed
Oh hell no!
to believe.
It's not at all.
So anyway, anybody who's interested in it, check it out. Some pretty cool old documents on there.
If you can find something of merit,
Yeah,
like say
please,
you've got
'cause
the time to go through this, peel
I'm
through
not
it, see if you
sorting
can
through it
find
yet.
something that's like a smoking gun, you know, expose it to the world. But let us know first so we can be the first ones to break the story.
that would be great.
So,
We'll split the $2 proceeds with
all right, you got any plans for the rest of the week?
you. Mm-hmm.
So, what you got?
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day? Okay, well, that was Wednesday. So, or that was
All right.
Sunday.
Ah,
On Wednesday.
damn it! Is that why she packed her shit and left?
Yep. No, I think that might be part of it. Anyways, for this episode of Wednesdays, You Don't Have the Balls, this has been Joe. Zach was here. We want to say what's up. Thank you, Zach, for joining us.
Absolutely. This is Preston.
And we will catch you guys on Monday next week. Keep your eyes to the skies and your asses on the ground. And we'll see you next week.
Adios, turd nuggets.